Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Monday afternoon, July 28th, 2025. It is 3:30 in the afternoon, and I am going to go over we're going to do a live trade here at Forex Smart Trade. We teach people how to profitably currency trade using our simple but very predictive and powerful proprietary trading indicators. We are so confident that we can teach you to profitably trade that once we've trained you on how to use them, we'll let you trade with our money. So it's a win-win for both of us. We make money when you make money. We are not just interested in selling you a course. We're interested in selling you a way of life. And we guarantee it by letting you trade with our money. So I am going to show you one of a dozen different trade strategies that we have. This is, we customize a trade plan based around your availability to trade and your kind of risk preferences. This is the one that suits me. I trade about 90 minutes a day. So let's see what we've got. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going. So let me just pull him up.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We train with a number of different tools. We have got videos. We've got a kind of a detailed curriculum. We've been doing this for 16 plus years. So we figured out the path that you need to take to get from point A to point B efficiently. We've been there, we've done it, and we can share you a lot of we can make it easier for you. We have group training sessions. We have these live trade sessions. I do 3 a week. The one we're at right now, and then again on Tuesday and Thursday morning. Every afternoon, I send out a overnight trade setup. I am going to start also sending out a trade setup at 9:30 in the morning, every morning if there's a trade there. And then when you're a member, every morning there's a live trade. Every afternoon there's a live trade. We think one of the better ways to learn is to watch somebody who knows what they're doing walk you through what they're doing. And by listening to them do their analysis, you pick it up, you get better, you're able to do it. We also send out trade pattern alerts every day, sometime between 8:30 and noon. Today's closed profitably. Interestingly enough, on my 9:30 trade, it was a trade on the pound dollar. I took an 11 pip trade right around a little after 9:30. And it closed within about 10 minutes the trade pattern alert right after I took my trade, took one. They went for 20 some odd pips, and it closed in a couple hours. So with the right tools and training, this is a game changer. I like to work off of a list. It's been shown that lists help you be more effective. During the trade, I generally don't take questions. I'm just focused on seeing if we can find a trade that you can copy. But I am happy to answer questions, and questions is how you get better. So if you do have questions, you can just jump on my calendar, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. You can try to call me as my mobile number. Generally, I'm always doing something, but if I am not doing something, I do answer the phone. As a former professor, I hold office hours. So that's the time when I'm online, you can just drop right in and ask any questions you have every Wednesday at 3:30. The link is in the emails I send out. Every day, good to refresh your green charts, clears out the memory, picks up any updates they've done. Good practice every day. We get better by looking at, we either win or improve. And if your trade didn't win, it's helpful to go back and look at why and figure it out. And more often than not, you will come back with some information that'll make you a better trader. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, but news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what news is coming up so we can trade around it. I like to see what news is happening on forexfactory.com. They break it down into 3 components. Yellow, which is low impact, we ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore these. It's funny, way back when I started, the OPEC meetings used to be reds, and now they've changed them to oranges. And then red, which are high impact. These are guys we want to trade around, and we don't have any reds coming up till tomorrow morning. So any trade we take now should be closed by 9 p.m. tonight. So we've got clear sailing. The trade I am going to do is the 10-point trade signal. So I said we've got a dozen different trade strategies, and you'll see that this trade is slightly different than the trade I do on the overnight trade setup. On that 9:30 trade, I'm using the 10-point trade signal, but I do it much faster. I just look till I see what I want, and then I'm telling you I'm taking the trade and kind of go over a little bit. Here I go a little slower, so that you can kind of learn, so that you can copy it later. Chart I'm going to trade off of is the light 6 major. It's one of our standard charts. It is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US based. I start, and I'm trading off of a 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, I expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. It's a little different at this time because at 5 o'clock is a new trading day. And between 5 and 6, the brokers are closing out their books. So they tend to discourage trades coming in, even though the market is technically open. So they raise the spreads to make it unprofitable if you want to trade, to discourage you from trading. So really, the 1 to 3 hours really gets extended to the 3 hours after 6 o'clock. So anywhere from now to 9 p.m. I start with the middle section of the chart. There's 3 parts of the chart. This middle section, which we call the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. This top part, the TNTs, there's 4 lines, 2 orange lines, 2 blue lines. And this bottom part, which is the pressure, where again, there's 2 lines, red and green. Here I am looking, I start with the middle section. I am looking for situations where our major and minor indicators started off in oversold territory, which they have here. The lines are all going up. oversold is this red line. So if the lines are below here, they're oversold. If the lines are above here, they're overbought. This blue line. So everybody's going up. So one, we're oversold. Two, they're all going up. Three, I've got what I call a double cross, where the green line's on top of the red and the gray's on top of the black. And four, I look at what the slope of the green line is. And I want this to be better than 45 degrees. And right now it's almost horizontal, even though the green line's on top. So I want this to be better than 45 degrees. So, it needs to be steeper. So we're going to pass. If I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at these other two. This is what's going to drive the principal driver of my decision. Euro USD oversold. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Pound USD oversold. Majors are sideways, minors going up, so nothing there. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought. Disagreement between the majors and minors. On this, basically, I'm trying to get lines from all three sections to line up in the same direction. Each section is measuring something different. So when all three sections agree, that's a high probability trade. Dollar Swiss franc overbought. Majors are sideways, minors going up. Dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going down. But I don't have the double cross. I want the red line to have crossed over the green, and it's almost doing it. Not quite. Maybe we'll come back to this. I have cloned this chart. These are all US base pairs, and made a new chart with non-USD. So let's keep going and take a look. Euro pound overbought. Majors are sideways, minors coming down, so nothing there. Australian dollar yen overbought. Not all the lines are coming down. The minors are sideways. The gray line's going down, the black line's going up. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. And the green line is better than 45 degrees in the angle. Now, there's a couple things I don't like here, and I think we're going to pass on it. One of which is we have a kink in the line. And the kink in the line is we're going from more steep below the kink to less steep above the kink. When we get this kink in the line, I want it the other way. I want it where we're less steep. Down here, there's another kink, less steep to more steep. So this kink scares me off. And then two, what time of day is it in each of these markets? Since we're trading on a 1 hour chart, I want one of these to actively be trading. Euro, it's 6 hours. So we're talking about it's approaching 10 o'clock in Europe. Canada, it's the end of the trading day, but by we're talking about this trade closing by 9 o'clock, and on a 1 hour chart, I want one of the markets to actively be trading. So because we have this kink in the line going from more steep to less steep, and because we're at the end of the Canadian trading day, I'm going to pass. Australian New Zealand dollar overbought. We've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Pound yen oversold. Majors are sideways, minors going up. Euro Australian dollar, everybody's kind of sideways, so nothing there. So let's go to the next group. I've cloned it. All right. Canadian dollar yen overbought. We started overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. And actually the kink is in our favor here. Less kink, less steep to more steep. Only thing I don't like about this is that the green line has gone a little bit past the halfway mark. Usually I like to wait. I want I want it to be less than the halfway mark, but we'll consider this. Then I'm going to jump up to my TNTs. Orange line, thin orange coming down, thick blue coming up. I only have 2 of the 3. I want to have 3 of the 3. The thick orange line is maxed out. It's down as far as it can go. It's at 0. And it's been there for 2 hours. Usually this means there's a little bit of an up move coming when the candle changes next hour. So I don't have everything I like here. Ideally, I want 3 of the 4 lines supporting the sell. I've got sideways pressure. What makes it sideways is the red line is going up, green line's going sideways. But the red line is on top. Red line on top on a sell is worth a point. And it's a kind of a plus that the green line's pulling away from the red line. So I don't have everything I want here, but I have a second step to confirm. And my second step to confirm is to look at different time periods for the Canadian dollar yen. So rather than having the composite chart where it's showing me different charts, here it's just all Canadian dollar yen, but different time periods. Here's a 2-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, an 8-hour chart. And what that means is that each candle, rather than having 1 hour of information, this candle has 2 hours of information. This candle has 4 hours. These lines have 4 hours worth of information. So what I'm looking for is I want to see the 2-hour and the 4-hour both overbought. The lines don't need to be going down, but I want the lines overbought. And the reason I want that is if this is overbought and this is overbought, there's less of a chance of me getting stopped out. And I don't want to get stopped out, because if you get stopped out, you've lost money, and then you got to work that much harder to get back to break even. So when these two are overbought, there's less of a chance of getting stopped out. And if for some reason this signal weakens, I can still pick up the trade off of the 2-hour chart or the 4-hour chart. Like, for example, this by itself is a good buy signal. Overbought, everybody's going down, double cross. Green line's got 45 degrees on it. So I've got my confirmation. Now, on some of the trades we do, it is the take profit's predetermined. It might be 3 pips or 5 pips or 11 pips, like on the overnight trade, or it might be some percentage of the ATR. This is a trade we need to figure out what it's worth. And we do that by going to a clean chart. And on a clean chart, here's the Canadian dollar yen. And before we came on, I dropped some support and resistance on it. We can see, so this is just showing the candle movements over the last 3 months. And you can see we're kind of trading into an uptrend, although it seems to have kind of leveled out here. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And you can see how it's bouncing on this line, bouncing over here, bouncing over here, bouncing here, bouncing in here, bouncing in here. Because I want to get in and out quickly, I want to know where these lines are, because I am going to trade within this channel, because that's going to allow me to get in and out. So, for example, if I was back here and I took a buy and I went beyond this line, boom, it goes up, it hits, goes up, it hits, it goes up, the candle peaks through, but it comes back. hits, and then it finally breaks through and then starts trading in this channel. So because I want to get in and out, I want to look at where we are within this channel. And let's see, the price has come down a little bit. The candles keep moving. So let's see where we're at. So if you look in the top right over here, we've got 18 pips down and 11 pips up. On a 1 hour chart, these support and resistance tends to be about 30, 40 pips of powder on the Euro USD. And you can see this is about 40 pips also here. And then I'm just looking at, we're trading into an uptrend, although it's been sideways the last week. I don't want to get stuck with it continuing to go up. So I want to be a little more conservative in how many pips I take. So here we're at 12 pips to like right in this area versus 18 pips down to where we've got the support line. So let's look at the signal one more time. Canadian dollar, yen. Only thing I don't was, so we've got two kind of flaws here. One, the green line's a little bit past the halfway line, and two, we only have 2 of the 4. But because we've got these two, I'm going to go ahead and take the trade. So you can open up your simulator, or if you're trading using MetaTrader, let's open that up. Oh, come on here. Here is a demo account. We took a trade from this morning, that pound USD trade. So Canadian dollar, yen. I do not have oh, here it is, Canadian dollar, yen. Let's make it a 1 hour chart. It's the spread's kind of large. It's about a pip. But we're going to go ahead and take it anyway. So I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of how much I have in the account. This is a demo account. It's got 13,339. We're trading at 200 to 1 margin. At a 200 to 1 margin account, I can move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.34. My lot size is going to be 1.34. I can take anywhere from half of that, which would be 0.65 to 2.6. We're going to do market execution sell. I'm going to right click, go to modify. We're going to go for 11 pips. We'll do 11 pips down, and we're going to use a 2 to 1, 22 pips backwards. And I'm going to, by 220 points is 22 pips, 110 points is 11 pips. And then when I click these buttons, it does the math for me. And then I click modify, and it drops our lines in. And here's our take profit. Here's our stop loss. So we took a sell for 11 pips on the Canadian dollar, yen, with a take profit of 108.029, 108.029, a stop loss of 108.357, and we expect this to close by 9 p.m. Tonight. While I have you here, let's go ahead and see what we've got for the overnight trade setup. Overnight trade setup is a different trade strategy. You can take it in the last trading hour of the day on both the Euro USD or the pound yen. You can see we've got 5 minutes left till we get to the last hour, but I think we've got a pretty clear signal here. So we're going to just go ahead. You're going to get a head jump on this trade. It is taken off of the day chart on the Euro USD. And what we're looking at is what the green line is doing. I don't care where the green line is now. Before, I wanted us, if we were trading off of an hour chart and the green line was here outside of the channel in the oversold part, I wouldn't take this trade. But on the overnight trade off of a day chart, we can. So green line's going down telling us sell. And then we don't want to trade on just one piece of information. We want to confirm it, and we confirm it by taking a look at what's going on the 12-hour chart and the 8-hour chart. And if all three of these charts agree, we've got a good trade. So 12-hour chart, oversold, green line's going down, telling us sell. Now you see I'm not looking at any of the other stuff, just what the green line is doing. That's all I'm interested in. And the 8-hour. Green line's going down. So sell, sell, sell. We're going to go ahead and take a 11 pip sell on the Euro USD. 11 pip sell. Lot size is going to be the same. Modify. 11 pips. This is a trade we're going to use a 33 pip stop loss, a 3-to-1. Do quick little math buttons. It drops in the information. So you've got that 11 pip sell on the Euro USD. Take profit is what is that? 1.15800 and 1.16240 for the stop loss. And let us see what we've got on. We can also do this on the pound yen. Pound yen. Day chart. Green line is kind of going up. 12 hours going down. 8 hours going down. We can wait 2 minutes and see if this flickers down. Let's wait 2 minutes and see what happens when the clock changes. If you want to trade profitably, trading is hard, but if you have the right tools and mentorship, it's way easier. These tools are terrific. Best thing I've seen. They're simple to use. We'll teach you to use them. We're so confident we can get you to use them profitably that we let you trade with our money. So when we're letting you trade with our money, it's basically kind of an interest-free loan that you don't have to pay back if you lose the money. We're not interested in giving out loans that can't be repaid. We want to make money with this. We want to help you. We want to kind of share the secret of what we know. The market's big enough that we can all make money and do this together and have fun together. So we've got one more minute here, minute and a half to get there. You wouldn't think about climbing Mount Everest without a guide. It's the mountain's there. You could have done a lot of training before you went, climbed other mountains, but it is such a tough mountain. You want somebody who's been there, who's done it, who knows what the stops are, who knows where the right lefts and rights are, so you don't get hurt. We're here to make it so that you don't lose money, and we will teach you proper risk management. We will help you with the emotional part of trading, and we're going to be working with you for a year, working with you for a full year. So it's very worthwhile. 36 seconds. It's kind of going up a little bit. Let's see. "20 seconds." And the best part is that we let you use the indicators. We give you some one-on-one training. We want to be fully transparent and everything. That's kind of the best way. You get an A+, Better Business Bureau rating. All right, so we've gone into the next hour. We're in the last trading hour. This line is still going up. So all we're doing today is just taking. We took those two trades. The one on the Canadian dollar yen, it's a little bit out of the money, and the sell on the Euro USD. Join me tomorrow morning, and we'll do another live trade. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.